should behave. And in that case, they asked everyone to come to the meeting point, and no one was told that why आप क्यों नहीं गए, आप जाओ उधर. No, everyone was knowing because of too many trials over a period of time that where to assemble, and what was the nearest point to assemble. If the factory is big, depending upon the size of the organization, there may be assembly blocks or assembly points located at various locations. So which point to go, whom to go, which department to go, which section to go, it was all clear to everyone, and then they went to that particular spots. There were particular marking, the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 40, let's say. So once those blocks are over, they don't have to count. If that 40 circles are there, that means 40 people are there. You don't have to count. In case of emergency, counting is very difficult. So that way, if you plan, this is the procedure. This is the way what we have to do it. So agar wo hum karte hai, then all the guests, there was having a separate row for the guests to stand. So by that way, we come to know from the table, from the entry gate, that how many are the guests and whether all the guests are there or not. Each department, they have allocation where to stand, so they know that if anyone is missing. So this is the part what we say is write a SOP or write a action plan. Then what we have seen is, first thing is we have to find out what are the probable hazards and where are the probable causes and which are the conditions, what will be the conditions of, will be the intensity. And then what we should have is external safety audit of the system. Whatever may be the size of the plant, we can conduct external audit every 3 years or once in 5 years. And we can find out the lacunas in our system and we can rectify it. This audit is not for finding the faults of the people, it's for improving the system and safety. Then prepare SOP, that if this thing happens, what person should say. Identify once we have identified these are the probable causes, what should be the action plan in case of leak for that particular cause. Then explain the role of each person. It is very important. Everybody should know उसको क्या करना है, और उसमें खाली रेफ्रिजरेशन प्लांट के ऑपरेटर ही नहीं होना चाहिए, अमोनिया रिलेटेड पीपल नहीं होना चाहिए, उसमें सब लोग इन्वॉल्व होना चाहिए, इंक्लूडिंग द एम्बुलेंस ड्राइवर, इंक्लूडिंग द सिक्योरिटी पर्सन. Anyone who is working in that organization should know what is his role when the incidents happens, and it should be explained to everyone. Even if we explain, when we act, there may be many difficulties when we act. So we have to do that repeatedly. And we can improve those action plans once we know the lacunas in the thing. Staff training and validation. So once we conduct these trials, maybe every quarter, or initially maybe every quarter, then maybe every half an year, depending upon how much trained people are, we can ask question to them, we can make a questionnaire, and we should understand from what they have understood and how many people needs training of what level. There may be 3 persons, then we know easily what we have to train them, but if there are many people, we need to find out by this way. And we must train them till they understand, and once we train them, it doesn't mean it's finished. We need a refreshing training for them. Safety and standards to follow. Unfortunately, we have very few standards to follow in India. So we always refer the standards, what we say EN 378 is a European standard, or some safety codes of Institute of Refrigeration or ASHRAE or something. But now AAR has developed one standard which is available in India, and it is developed for Indian conditions. So this is one of the standard what we can refer now for these kind of activities. And this standard can explain you right from designing of the equipment till safety and safety of the plant. So what safety equipments what we need? One is eye shower and the gas mask. This is the eye shower, what we can have. We have this eye shower now, instead of MS, we can have this PVC material and SS construction. They are easily available. And this should be used, because if we don't use it for years, when we require, we may not get water. Or when we get water, it will be a rusty water. So instead of having a benefit of ice shower, we will have more damage of ice shower because we get rusty water. So it has to be used regularly so that the clean water comes through this particular eye shower and eye wash, and it is operational. There are many eye showers and eye wash are installed, but their wall is closed. So in case of emergency, that wall doesn't open, or people who are available there, they don't know where is the wall. So this is situation should not occur. This is a safety mask. This mask has to be from a good make. We should not compromise on quality of this mask. And then we should have at least 3 sets. Because one person cannot stand there for more than 10 minutes. I'm saying 10 minutes is a too large period. So there has to be a backup plan and backup person who can go there and to replace that particular person. Or if the person goes there and he can't withstand, if he fell, then there has to be a people with the mask who can go there and bring him back. So there has to be minimum 3 sets in the plant. Then this is the oxygen cylinder. They should know how to wear it. It's very important. People don't know how to wear it. They have it. But if you see this, the knob of oxygen, many people have it on the top side, which is more dangerous. For that reason, this is the right way of, but people will know if they are trained and if they have this. This is a vacuum pump and pedestal fan. Sometimes this fan helps us to blow the ammonia in opposite direction, and we can very well work in that area. Then first aid. When we talk about first aid in case of leak, the first aid can be classified into 3 areas. Sorry, 4 areas. One is eye. आँख के लिए हम लोगों को क्या first aid देना है. Then the skin. Then internal. Internal means if it goes into the body, and inhalation means it goes into the lungs. So in this case, what we should do? Most important thing is we should never panic. Be calm. Never attempt anything alone. There has to be a team of people. Then make strategy to handle. That's what we have seen, that we should have a team, we should have a plan, and we should have a practice to execute it. Isolate the leakage area. That means we remove people from that and then close the walls what we have and isolate it, that area, so that the more damage is less damage will occur. Then know your exits. Like हम लोग plane में बैठते हैं तो बोलते हैं कि पीछे का exit नज़दीक हो सकता है. So no need to go in front. So वैसा है, you should know the exit. Then the breathing apparatus should be outside the plant room. Because many times I have seen the breathing apparatus are in such area that in case of ammonia leak, you can't enter the plant room and go to that area. So it has to be outside the plant room and easily with a lock and key, and it should be easily available in case of leak. And calling of doctor at the end. So in all these cases, most important thing is the entire solution is water. If you have if ammonia goes into the eyes, you should dip your eyes into the water. If you have ammonia on your clothes and your body, you have an eye shower. Stand inside the shower or stand below the shower. If you have inhaled the ammonia, what you have to do is you have to drink water. So the solution for each problem, the first aid is water. So we should have a lot of water available with us, a tap water available with us, and clean water available with us. So that's the best solution what we have for all these solutions, all these problems. So in summary, what we can say is, we can reduce the intensity of the incidences or by having a proper knowledge, practice, team, and proper SOP written and training of people. Then another important thing is the practice to do it. And third thing is we should all maintain the PPE, that is personal protective equipments. And we should not feel proud of not using it. We should use it. And we should warn people to use it, and we should make people compulsory to use it. Then only they will use it. So thank you very much. This is the solution. What I suggest is after our event or maybe tomorrow, you can visit AAR stall where we have all these things written on in our booth. The next presentation is by Sudhir Kumar. It is on how to improve the energy efficiency of the existing plant. आपको ये चाहिए कॉलर माइक?
Hello. लॉजिस्टिक्स करके होगा नीचे नीचे लास्ट होगा लॉजिस्टिक्स 2000 से हाँ I think it's tough for both. Coming to the fag end of the day, I think I'm staying between your evening last bell ringing, so I would not like to take much of your time. Maybe another 10 minutes I wind up because I'll find an empty hall in front of me. So basically, okay, whoever is here, I think, are here to know something about how to save energy in a existing cold storage or existing refrigeration plant. So I will make it simple. I will not go into a lot of technical details explaining how we can do it. But there are ways like how in an existing cold storage plant you can reduce the electricity. My name is P. Sudhir Kumar. Last time I got introduced, I am the past president of Association of Ammonia Refrigeration and also the currently working as vice president in Frick India Limited. Frick is a pioneer in industrial refrigeration. So all of you know, like in order to do in a cold storage, what you do in a cold storage is basically you reduce and maintain the temperature of the space and material. That's called refrigeration. So refrigeration is nothing but reducing and maintaining the temperature of space and material below the temperature of the surroundings. And in a cold storage, mostly the power consumed is from the refrigeration plant. Because in a cold storage, apart from refrigeration plant, what else you have? Maybe a small water treatment plant, you may have lighting for the cold storage. So almost 75 to 80 or 85% of the energy cost is in the refrigeration plant only. So if you are able to save something on the refrigeration plant's energy cost, then definitely you are saving your precious currency and you will be making some more profits than what you are doing in the current scenario. The first one is basically heat load. I'm just running through it. Why I'm saying a heat load is because normally the cold storages are made and based on experience from the next door. If the other guy has put 60 TR plant, you invariably end up in putting a 60 TR plant without calculating. Maybe in 10 years before, he would have put a 60 TR plant. But now, with the latest developments happening, insulation thickness changed. So you have to calculate and first find out what is the optimum refrigeration capacity required for your cold storage. Once your cold storage refrigeration has been selected, then you have to go for the compressor selection. And reciprocating compressors are most commonly used for positive temperature cold storages, and for negative temperature cold storages, in some cases, we are using screw compressors also. So basically, I'm shown here a reciprocating compressor with the latest technology. Like olden days, we used to have a slow speed compressor. Now these are high speed compressors, which got an automation with a PLC system. And you can also do a direct driven to the compressor. And the other part is basically you need to change in your existing plant is the motor. That is the biggest power guzzler, you know. Like you will have an old motor, you would have rewound that motor once or twice. So that will take the more power. If you are changing the compressor but you are using the old motor, then that is going to increase your power bill. So it is better to change the motor, which is 15 years old motor in your cold storage. So you can change into a new class of motor, which is now called